For construction pros from Con Expo 2017 at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and with me now is Josh Dresher, who is OEM Sales Manager with Innovation Controls. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Good
nice
to see you.
to have you aboard.
Thank you.
And taking time off from, I'm sure, a busy schedule.
Absolutely, but we do anything for you guys.
This show is just coming crazy, isn't it?
It is.
It's
It's
really
very
starting
awesome.
off strong. Well, give us an idea what Innovation Controls does and what you're doing at your booth here at the show.
Okay, so Innovation Controls is a company, we actually just got purchased by Sun Hydraulics. We make displays and instrumentation for multi-segment markets. We do a lot in recreational, we do stuff in off-highway, we also do stuff in industrial stationary products. So you'll see us across a lot of different OEM platforms, but we make displays and controllers that basically become the human-machine interface for the user of the equipment.
Okay, and so what are you launching at the show?
At the show today, we are launching another step in our series of the PowerView series, which started with the PV101 in the early 2000s. We are launching the PV1100 and the PV1200. And the best way for me to describe them is something very similar to what you would see in vehicles today, whether you go buy a Jeep or a Ford. We have a PV1100, which is a 10-inch display, and then we have a PV1200, which is a widescreen format 12-inch display. So we're launching both those at the show.
Wow. So what do you bring for your company specifically, would you say, to the off-highway marketplace?
One of the big things we bring is our development of HMI systems. We believe that the construction industry and the industrial industry will continue to progress and look for the same type of technology that you see in smartphones like Apple phones or Google phones. So we want to make sure that we are bringing that same level of technology and user interface and intuition to the HMI systems for the users. So our value proposition is having somebody sit in the seat that's never been in the equipment before, touching the screen and it being totally intuitive and them understanding what they need to do.
And it basically would walk them through a process?
Correct. Well, not so much walk them through a process as much as it's built intuitively such that if you've used a cell phone, smartphone, you would react very similarly. So, you know, it basically as the human as we evolve on the electronic side, there's just a natural flow with how you use your electronics, and we try to hit that flow to make sure that people don't get into menus that they don't want to be in and can't figure out how to use the equipment.
Absolutely, but it could be used as a teaching tool.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a process so that, like you say, a newbie walking into a machine for the first time that has no idea what they're doing, as opposed to going to school, with an OEM and saying these are the basics that you need to know to get operational, your equipment, your software has that ability and capability of walking them through those steps.
Yeah, absolutely. We even have what we call video URL playback, which is a little techie on the name, but we can put service videos in there to, if there was ever an issue with our infotainment capabilities, we could put service videos on there and walk users through if something happened on the machine. Hey, you need to go look at this, and this is where the problem is. So we have lots of capabilities.
X will lead you to Y, which will lead you to Z.
Exactly.
What an interesting concept. So you're in the South Hall at 83856, is that accurate?
Correct, that is correct.
So for all of those folks of you who are out there at the show at Con Expo 17, or are coming to the show later today or tomorrow and see this, certainly stop by and see Josh and his people at the Evolution Controls booth to get an idea of just what they have and what they can have for you that's going to make your project even better and smoother as you move along.
Absolutely.
Were you accurate there?
Yeah, very accurate.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out from a very busy schedule.
Thank you.
And sharing all of this with us. And we should go, hopefully people will stop by and kick the tires, so we say.
Absolutely.
And examine, see what you have.
Thank you.
Josh Dresher, who's OEM Sales Manager with Evolution Controls from Con Expo 2017.